What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm Beard in the Hair, aka Harv. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, wonderful night. I'm here with a video on Diablo 4. This just came out last week or a week and a half ago, I think, or so. I've been playing an unhealthy amount of this game ever since early access all the way to official release. I've gotten to about level 75 on Necromancer, so I've gotten quite a bit into the leveling process, into the Paragon levels, lots of side quests, and obviously finish the story as well. Let's just say I've been playing Diablo 4 so much that I've been dreaming about this game. The big question that I get asked, and a lot of people are making videos about and stuff like that, is this game worth the price tag? $70 US. For how much time I've put into this game, I think it's totally worth the time. This is Blizzard bringing Diablo back to the mainstream. The story is so much more intimate, and it's something that's lost in a lot of ARPGs, I feel. The way the camera pans in shows your character, the way that the cutscenes play in real time, in-engine, with the flashbacks. I love what they've done, and they've put the story in the forefront. It's an awesome addition. I gotta give Blizzard and their writing team, as well as their VO, top marks for this game. Overall, I think the story is really, really great. Let's talk about the gameplay itself. The game is broken down into 4 world tiers. The first 2 that are capped at level 50, the third one which is capped at level 70, and the final one which is capped at level 100, which is the max level. This just means that you get better loot, more EXP, more gold, and some other perks as you climb the world tiers. This game is great for solo play and awesome with playing with friends. They really went with the MMO style with Diablo 4 and having it always online and with world events that happen all around you. There's a point of contention when it comes to the leveling in this game, though, which is that the enemies scale with you as you level up. For example, if I'm in a group with a friend and I'm level 60, all the monsters will be scaled to my level on my screen to level 60. If my friend is only level 20 who's in my group, they'll be level 20 for them on their screen. I think this is an amazing idea to play with friends. It's just seamless, drop in, drop out. If you want to just run a couple of dungeons for the night, you're not the same level, one person's much higher, you can still play together and run stuff together, run dungeons, run strongholds, whatever you want to do. The contention part of this is that all of the content is level scaled. So you don't get that power fantasy that most players get when you're playing a Diablo game. It feels like even when you go to a starting zone, you can still die because enemies are still scaled to you. So that power fantasy just really isn't there. It can be, though, if you get the most optimal gear, but that requires a lot of grinding. I know this could be a deal breaker for a lot of people, but I personally don't mind it because I'm not going to be one of the hardcore players that are always, going for the grind. I like playing with friends and just running some dungeons and stuff like that. Now, speaking of gear, let me tell you, the gear treadmill in this game is really, really, really good. The way that the gear drops or drip feeds it to you in endgame is very satisfying. And you could pretty much make whatever kind of build that you want. So if you're going for a fire sork or even an ice sork, you'll get gear that you can build towards that specific build. Most of the jobs have a lot of variation, and I'm really happy that they just started with the jobs they did, because then it get really complicated with the gear. Gear is clean and there's enough to go around. Once you hit level 50, you start getting Paragon levels. Once you unlock Paragon points, you start getting the Paragon boards, which are just pretty much a way to augment the build that you've created. It's not very complicated, but it doesn't really need to be. I think Diablo 4 is catering to people that are jumping into ARPGs for the first time, or something that's kind of simple but not too complicated. Even the skill trees, they vary enough to have different builds, but they're not overcomplicated to kind of overwhelm you. And Paragon points don't really change the build that you're working on, it just augments it. They don't change them, but they just make them better. The game has so much replayability when it comes to new characters or resetting your build at any time. There's a lot of game here, guys. The end game is a great loop. From running nightmare dungeons to level up your glyphs, which put random modifiers onto the dungeon, to Helltide events that happen around the map. D4 will drip feed gear to you and give you that serotonin hit when you really need it. Okay, I want to talk about the problems with this game, because this game is not perfect. I've been saying a lot of good things about this game, though something that I really, really enjoy, but there are problems with Diablo 4. It honestly needs a lot of quality of life changes. There's no journal showing all of your completed quests. This could be really annoying for completionists. I was trying to complete and 100% the first zone. I have no idea what quests I have left to do, so I don't know where to start or where it is, because sometimes quests just begin by picking up items. It's very, very weird that they didn't have a journal at the start. There's no gem bag, which I was very confused about, because now I just don't even pick up gems when they drop at this point, because they just take inventory space. The game has experienced a bunch of outages as well, but I think this is Blizzard trying to get their footing for their first foray into live service when it comes to a Diablo game, so I get it. But it's making people play on hardcore die, and that is a little feels bad kind of moment, you know? Since it is a live service game, I want to go over the monetization. This one sucks. The skins are crazy expensive, almost capping out at $30 US. And with the start of Season 1 soon, there's going to be a premium battle pass that's going to come with it. The shop is all cosmetic, so there's no power gated behind it, but we still don't know what is in the battle pass. I have a feeling it might even alter gameplay because they haven't really went into it yet. Even if that's the case, the fact that it's a $70 US game with the battle pass, that sucks. Games that you pay for up front should not have a battle pass, in my opinion. If this was a free-to-play game, sure, do it. Do your thing, whatever you want to put in the battle pass, do it. But for a full price game, I don't think that should be a thing. I just had to bring it up because I know it's a point of contention for a lot of people in the community, and the first season is going to be dropping soon, I'm pretty sure. So I'll be jumping into the first season just to see what it is, since I had early access and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to see what it is all about. All in all, this is a good game. This is Blizzard bringing Diablo back into the forefront. I want to give this game probably a 7.5 out of 10. There are some glaring issues with this when it comes to quality of life stuff, when it comes to just some basic things that I feel like RPGs should have. I will say the game runs great on PC. It runs so good. It gets a constant 60 FPS. I haven't had any issues with crashes or anything like that. Obviously the outages that comes onto the server side of things, but other than that, I have had no problems running this game. But that's my review on Diablo 4. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. If you guys want to share this video with all your friends, hit that share button. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys like the content on the channel, hit the sub button. Got a lot of videos coming out this week. If you want to support me for streaming, you can go to twitch.tv/beardandthehair. I stream over there 3 days a week. We talk about all video game stuff when it comes to all the new stuff that's happening, especially this summer. All that kind of time. Come over. We have an awesome community over there. If you want to support me directly, you can go to patreon.com/beardandthehair. Keeps the mics on, keeps the lights going. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.